India slipped 28 places to rank 140th among 156 countries in the World Economic Forum's Global Gender Gap Report 2021, becoming the third worst performer in South Asia. Unfortunately, with the development of technology and its increasing importance in our daily life, the gender gap divide has only increased and has now extended to the virtual platforms as well. Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. This is Siddhi and you're watching me on For Women in India. In today's video, we're going to talk about a very important issue, that is increasing digital gender divide in India. The question is, what is digital gender divide? Let's first understand what the term digital gender divide means. The term basically refers to the inequalities between men and women in terms of access to information and communication technologies. According to the definition given by the United Nations Women, the term digital gender divide is frequently used to refer to these types of gender differences in resources and capabilities to access and effectively utilize information and communication technologies within and between countries, regions, sectors, and socio-economic groups. Let's have a look at the statistics. According to a 2017 UNICEF report, only 29% of all internet users are female in India. Further, a National Family Health Survey states that only 42% Indian women have ever used the internet. It is important to understand that the digital divide between the two genders is not only categorized by the difference in the number of internet users or the lack of know-how among the female population, but also the lack of access to technology. A survey conducted by a New Delhi-based NGO, Center for Catalyzing Change, it conducted a survey across 29 districts in 10 states covering 4,100 respondents, and it found that there is a crisis of access to digital devices for adolescent girls in India. And another National Family Health Survey released on reveals that the rural women in India are least likely to have internet access. Let's understand the factors contributing to the divide. There are a number of root causes of the digital gender divide, including lack of access, affordability. Women living in rural and remote areas, especially in developing countries, face the issue of lack of infrastructure, as the availability of technology and internet is itself an issue in such places. The lack of technological literacy becomes a byproduct of the lack of education and access to internet. According to a report published by the OECD, the technological illiteracy often translates in lack of comfort in using technology and accessing the internet. And as such, technophobia is often a result of concurrent factors including education, employment status, and income level. An Intel and Dalberg survey showed that more than half of the women having no formal education said they were not familiar or comfortable with the technology. However, this percentage fell to 15% in the case of women with at least high school education. According to the same report, in various countries, including India, with a deep-rooted patriarchal setup, inherent biases and social cultural norms become a factor contributing to the gender-based digital divide. According to an International Institute of Sustainable Development report, the high cost, lack of digital know-how, scarcity of content that is relevant and empowering for women, and barriers to women speaking freely and privately online are also some of the root causes of the digital gender divide. Let's talk about COVID-19 and the increasing gender digital divide. According to an International Finance Corporation report, the digital gender divide in access to technology and internet, as well as women's lack of digital skills. Further, the cultural and financial barriers have increased female workers' difficulties in switching to home-based work and has exposed them to a higher risk of retrenchment. The lack of digital literacy and skills and their lack of access to information technology infrastructure is likely to increase and limit their ability to leverage technology during and after COVID-19 pandemic. The digital divide has also made it difficult for women to work in roles that use internet. Prior to the outbreak of COVID-19, around 60% of the world's GDP was expected to be digitalized by 2022. But the pandemic has accelerated the process of digital transition It has led to an exclusion of the marginalized sections of the society, including women, as women face barriers in their access to technology that limit their ability to participate in economic activities at the same rate as men. Apart from this, the pandemic has also exposed the women population to the problem of lack of access to education, with the classes shifting to online platforms. According to UNESCO, the lockdown in India has affected 158 million girl students, impacting their dreams of a formal education and of better lives. Let's talk about the ways by which things could be made better. The International Institute of Sustainable Development has formulated the following steps, namely REACT, to resolve the digital gender divide. The R here stands for rights. Enshrine digital rights into law. Protect and enhance women's online rights and privacy. Equip judiciary with training and resources to fight online gender-based violence. The E stands for education. Incorporate digital skills training into primary and secondary school curriculum and ensure that women have equal access to tertiary education opportunities. A here stands for access. Develop more public access solutions to offer free or subsidized internet access for those who are unable to afford it. Create options for subsidized basic data allowance focused on women. The C here stands for content. Prioritize local language content, data, information, and services that empower women. Audit government websites to assess their gender relevance. And the T here stands for targets. Adopt concrete gender equity targets backed by adequate budget. Collect data disaggregated by gender, income, and location. The government plays the key role in increasing the participation of the female population in the digital transformation taking place around the globe. Various schemes can be introduced to increase digital literacy among women and resolve the infrastructural issues, especially in the remote areas in India. It also becomes the responsibility of the schools to ensure the students are given proper training to use the internet. Most importantly, all of us must ensure that social norms and sexist notions do not act as barriers in this process. The issue of digital gender divide can get resolved only with consistent efforts of the government as well as the citizens. The problem of digital divide may have arisen in the last few years, but the gender gap has existed since a long time and continues to increase even today. No matter how much we deny it, but the gender stereotypes rooted in our society play a big role in widening the digital gender divide in India. It is pertinent that the government identifies the root causes of this gender divide which exists in our country and works towards a holistic solution of this problem. Thank you, and that's all for now. Please let us know what you think about the issue in the comment section below. If you like our videos, please like, share and subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to receive more notification of our latest videos. If you like our work, please do consider contributing on our Patreon page. The link is in the description box.